Hello guys, it's me again, and let's just start playing this event. And I just want to tell you something. I noticed that they say limited time to the Celestial Beast Crash Fever crossover, but all the events, even the Leo, says limited time. So let's hope she becomes like Leo and we can just play her events in the future too. But without further ado, let's just start playing this first stage. The first stage will probably be very easy. The enemies are weak to ice and dark. It's a very combination I haven't seen before, or was it in the Nameless Flower event? I believe there is a similar type of weakness on the Nameless Flower. So there's restriction. You can rest. Most events you can rest, and you can just use her as a companion. She already has the skill, his Millennium Holy Staff, that has the Festival skill. We can just check here. Festival deals extra strong damage to all enemies using magic. It's important to see this thing here because it says deals extra strong damage. I haven't seen this wording before, so this staff is probably a little beyond what we get so far. So this is probably made for us to clear content easier, and this girl here will have some more magic power than most characters. That's what I believe. And she has the Silver Crash Fever coin. This thing here raises the drop of the currency from the event Silver Crash Fever coin. It raises by 40. It's the same thing that we have been getting from all elements, all events that have some type of farming. There's always a weapon that can raise 40, but this time this weapon is free. Everyone can farm this. You are not limited to gacha. So let's take a moment to see that it is a good thing for the game, because you know this game has some troubles with the launch and some other stuff that happening. We'll talk about these problems later. So let's take a moment just to see that they are doing some good stuff, at least right now. And this weapon seems very good. It also has the elemental damage dealt by elemental attacks by 7%, but it doesn't seem to be a elemental weapon. And this guard hit is okay. It's really nice, to be honest. The status seems perfectly fine for a level 40 status. So this weapon here seems very good. We can just focus on getting this weapon here. And let me close here and see some more stuff with this girl. She can attack 3 times, and the 3 attacks are magical. And this is good because she acts like Norn, and Lorn is a character that you can get by unique ranking. So she's free, but you need to fight for her. But this girl here is just free, and she's just like Norn, and she's a magic attack with lightning. So she's competing with Renvald, but not exactly competing because you have 4 characters in your squad. So use her with Renvald, it's no problem. And here are just skills. Let me just go down here so I can show you guys. The first is increase on magic attack. I can see this here. It's a unique name. It says Thunder Flash Voltage. The second is called Thunder Flash Imitage, and the last one is Taiji Body and Soul. All skills are on level 4. And you can see that the first is just like the rage, but like it was for magic, and the second one increases critical damage and damage dealt by lightning attacks. It's a good combination. She just increases her attack and the damage dealt when she hits with elemental attacks. But as you see, all of her attacks are elemental. She is different than Freya because Freya, only her second attack is from one element. It's Holy. Norn has no element attached to her attacks. But this girl here, she has all of her attacks to wind. This is a problem it's both a curse and a blessing. Why a blessing? A blessing because you can just you don't need any elemental weapon. But she will probably only work very well against enemies that are weak to lightning. So against other type of enemies, she won't be doing as much damage as Norn, because Norn probably can convert her attacks, and she will be more useful against a lot of events on her content. I didn't talk about her third skill. It raises both defense and magic defense, so she can be used on the front lines, and it's not that she won't be that weak when receiving some damage. But you need to check her status, because it does not show much here. It just shows what their final status are. Her natural status can be checked here. I'll need to check later. She's already equipping 3 7-star orbs. It's just as a companion, so you can mess with this stuff. It's important to say that she also has 3 attacks, different than Runvald. Runvald has only 2. And the order is different too, because her 4th attack is her first, and most characters only have one chance to do their first attacks. They do the first, second, third, second, third. But she's different. Her 4th attack is the same as her first one, and then the 5th attack is the same as the second. So she does not use the 3rd attack again. And we need to check which one is the best attack of her, so we can compare better. So okay, let's just start. I'm already prolonging a lot. This was not to be a review. So it says companion, but I don't even know which character I'm using here. Did I get a chance to choose my squad? I'm not very sure. She just occupied the final slot of my squad. And she's flying. She's flying. Seems like the Goku Cloud. The small Goku. Let me take a closer look to her attacks. So this is 3 hits, 12 hits, and just a single hit. No, that's strange. So that's 16 hits for this character, and her best attack is the second one. But I like this character because all of her attacks don't seem to be easy to miss. She just attacked the center of the enemy. It's just like the first attack from Freya. I was wrong. She hits for 13 hits. 13 hits. I want to see if this girl has some sort of special attack. I don't believe she will, but let's just check. Let's just feel the bar. This was something I didn't check, if this girl can raise a lot of the bar or not. Whoa, she feels half gouged by herself. She's a lot like Norn. And no, she doesn't have a special animation. This word is very funny. A lot of people come from another realities and they just don't find it weird. We just got our rewards, and the first clue reward is some bronze coins and a single gold coin from unique chest. Let's go to the second stage. The record line is 5k. She also here as a guest. I can change my squad, but I'll just play with this one because it's the one I'm using to farm another event. Well, the design of this area seems similar to the last one. It's just a straight road. You just click on the chest and you go there. There's no secret paths. That's easier. But I'm not very liking this girl here. She's... I wonder if she Blue Snorn will probably fill 2 bars with just another 2 good characters. This can help a lot of Seraph Gate and some other stages. This squad doesn't work that well with her, but this is just a squad using for farming because I needed bow users to equip the bow from the event. Sorry guys, I'm still with the code. I don't know how I'll go through this. My voice is still terrible. Sometimes I just don't feel that nice at all, but this will pass and I'll be better. This is there's one thing I'm not testing, and it's her skill. You see, it's just a generic type of skill similar to Refuel, and it does non-elemental damage. But the damage is good because she's very strong. She can practically solo this event. It's just probably an auto type of event. It will help new players play this game. This is the 5-star equipment that we saw on the exchange booth, that we can get some limit break material, and it deals damage and inflicts blind, so this is good, especially for people starting out. And there's also the Silver Crash Fever Coin Plus. The Silver Crash Fever Coin Plus adds +10, and effectiveness is halved, so it will just raise +5 if you equip as a sub weapon. I'll just lock it here, and let's go to the next level. And just a straight path again. And this girl can solo all the content. There's no difficulty at all in this moment. But this will help new players because they can just use this borrowed character and just get stronger with just attacking with her. I just use a skill here just to see. You see the damage is very high. And this makes everything faster. Yeah, this won't survive because it's the boss. But it's dead already. There's no challenge. No challenge at all. And another weapon, this one here is a great sword. Same thing. No, this one has a new type of effective. It raises heavy damage to Crimson Best Knight. This is probably an enemy that we will encounter in the last stage or something. It can be used as a sub-weapon just fine. And the action skill here is physical damage from the ice elemental. Okay. Seems at least interesting. Now to the fourth stage. The Recon Mining is still very low. Let's do the same, just use on one skill so everything's faster. It's also interesting to note that this girl has a different type of stand. All of her movements are different from the characters we have right now. I don't know if there's any character in Japan that has this type of animation. So we can just consider that they took some very good effort to animize use animation from a so different character. They have to do it manually. If she's indeed very different or just a variation. I'm pretty sure she's very different than other characters. Strange is talking about Odin as she's new. And the first clear rewards are 50 bronze coins. Seems very good. Another weapon. This one here is dark. And whoa, all of these weapons here are weapons to help you with the game because we just got a heal. The first was damage, the second was also damage, but with blind. Blind reduces the damage from the enemy, so you get to receive less damage because of it. Now we got just something to heal. So I really see that they took on some effort to create weapons that could help new players. My inventory is full. I'll just trash some stuff here. And continue. And you see each says Celestial Beast Divine. The difficulty is called Divine. It's the first, and it has this square with the character in the center. So you get the character by completing this quest, just like you had with Liu. You see, there's her picture here. So you get here Liu with 15 recommend mind. It's the same for the girl. Oops, sorry, clicked on the wrong place. It's the same recommend mind for the girl. Same power level, but I believe it's easier than with Leo because you are just using this girl. She's very overpowered. Everything just so easy. It's a walk in the park. You see that her passive skills are just showing up. Boss stage. So this is an interesting ending for the story because you see Udin didn't recognize her and she didn't recognize Odin, but she knew of some type of Odin. Not him, but some other Odin maybe, because her reality is different. And I didn't play the Crash Fever game, so I don't know if there's Odin there, but she knows some type of Odin. And we just got our last weapon here, except magic. It reduces the magic of the enemies and deals a small amount of damage. It's a debuff weapon. Except magic too, it's interesting, and also raises the damage against the Blaze Amon enemy. We can just use this one, but as a weapon won't be doing that much damage, but as main weapon will do a lot of damage against this enemy, I'm pretty sure. And it just says killing joining my party. Okay, so let's go to exchange, but we just cleared all the stages, are just 5 stages for now. There will be a part 2 that it's just announced. So we can expect this later, probably in a week, I believe. And whoa, it's just easy to get 10 here. Just very likely for anyone to do this. The bronze are only used for bucks, so okay. I can just trade for this bucks and more bucks and more bucks. So it's this is just so simple, as you can see. With just this 4 bucks, I can get here, get to the new character Quilling, and I can just go to limit break page. Whoops, I always forgot this. Every time you purchase things in exchange booth, you need to go to this chest. So let me change my picture here and claim everything. Now that I claim, I can go to every party, go to characters, Quilling, and limit break once, twice, thrice, and the last time. She can reach level 85 just with this easy, and this event has a lot of nameless hero memory for you to farm, so you can get her to level 99. Just consider the drops from the stage. It's very awesome. I could just go here and give her some experience bead. I have a lot of this. I didn't purchase the experience pack that cost 1k gems, but I still have a lot of this one from some rewards in the game. Reaching level... Yes, I believe reaching level 30 is already fine, so she doesn't start at level 1. Level 1 is very terrible. I'll let her here. Okay. Let's go back to the exchange booth shop. We go to limited adventures, crash fever, exchange buff, and now it starts the things. We can just purchase with the gold coin. Don't remember where we got this gold coin here, but with this gold coin here we will let me purchase here. It says Elemental Lord and Festival, but there's also the other. Let me purchase the other passive that raises the drop from the event. So this is something that you need to do as soon as possible, and each of these staffs will raise the drop. So it's very simple. Before starting to limit break this staff with the dupes from that you see here, you can simply equip one, all of your mages, bring a full squad of mages and give one of each one for your characters. And you see the second staff needs 2 gold coins. I'm not so sure if you can get these gold coins right now because there's the part 2 of the event. I do believe we can, probably on the highest stage. There may be some chance of dropping it or not. And then the 3 remaining are from silver drops, silver coins. This one is easy. This one is the one that gets raised by equipping the same Millennium Holy Staff. There's an ember to purchase with a gold coin. Maybe these gold coins are just like petals, they are very hard to appear. And there's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 star. There's 1 star. 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1 stars hammers for the staffs. This one is not important. You can just ignore because we're getting a lot of hammers from the event that's going right now. So this is not important. These books are important. I can get them right now. I just can get all that's left for me right now are hammers. in just one hammer. Let's give another look to the staff. Equipment and upgrade. Again, I forgot to claim from the chest. Okay, let's get, my inventory is full. Let me just fuse some stuff here. This rod from event, this Factis. I'll raise this weapon here with some hammers, just to free some space. Okay, now we have space. I'm getting connecting errors. And I'll claim this one. This video is getting very long, so I'll probably do another video shorting to explain my other. As you see, that's the plus 40 for each drop when equipped as a sub-weapon. So that's it. Equip it on this new girl. Raise her on this event. Use her. I just want to check something. If I use her in the squad, will it appear 2 of her? Will I be using 2 of her? Let me change this Rufus here. Yeah. So using 2 of this girl here is possible. She just streamline everything and she kills everything. You don't need to even think about this event. So bring another one, raise her, equip this staff here, and then bring a full squad of mages. Each one of this staff as soon as possible, and farm for the max that you can. You don't need to actually do this right now because this event it's very long and there's no the second part yet. Probably the farming on the second part will be better, so you can keep farming the another event that gives the just forgot the staff, this latest event that gives the staff, the transmutation gems. Okay, so that's it for this video. Sorry for taking long. It's the full guide for this video. See each other in the next video. Thanks and bye.